Alright guys, so this video is to show you how to set up a Tomcat server so that we can use it to deploy our applications. So Tomcat is open source software created by Apache, which allows us to deploy our applications to our servers. So in order to install Tomcat, we need to start by installing Java. So I'm gonna be installing Java version 7. So this command will install Java for me, so I'll just press enter. And I am working today on Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 8.9. So it's gonna install Java, and then we will move on to the next step. I actually have all the commands that I'll be using written down on a notepad, and I'm gonna be sharing the notepad with you guys so that you can just copy and paste the same commands in order to set up your own Tomcat server. So after installing Java, I'm basically going to create a Tomcat user which will be running the Tomcat service. So I create a user with a no login shell, and in fact, let me not create the home. Okay, let it create the home. In the default location. Okay, so that is that, and I'm just going to make this directory. Okay, and the next thing is that I'm going to download Tomcat's the Tomcat package, which is a tarball from the website. So that's it. It just got downloaded, and we have the tarball right here. So we have the tarball. We need to untar it, and this command that I'm about to paste is going to help us out with that. And we just untarred our Tomcat, and this is the untarred Tomcat right here. And I just want to move all the contents in that untarred Tomcat directory into opt/tomcat. Okay, and if I list /opt/tomcat, you see all the files. These are all the Tomcat files that we just moved over. And I'm going to make the Tomcat user, I'm gonna make that user the owner of that directory recursively. And I'm going to create my Tomcat admin and script users. So this file allows me to create the users, and I actually have pre-configured users on my notepad that I'm just going to copy and paste in here. And I have my users right here. Just remove one of these dashes and just make sure that all the statements are aligned with each other. So the statements are defining user rules and assigning users to those rules. So it's pretty self-explanatory. We are creating a role name called manager GUI and a manager script and manager GMX. So for the manager GUI, we are creating a user called Tomcat and assigning that user this password. And for the manager script, we are creating the deployer user and assigning this password. So the manager GUI can log into our Tomcat servers from the GUI and perform admin tasks, while the manager script can only run scripts in the Tomcat server. So I just save the file, and the next thing is to modify the context.xml files so that we can access our Tomcat service from other servers other than the local host. And by local host, I mean the computer on which we are installing the Tomcat, because that's the default behavior, and the setting is actually enforced by these two lines. So you can either just comment them out, or you can modify this second line and just add your network to the end of the file before the quotation mark. But for me, I'm just going to comment the line out so that it basically has no effect. Okay, I just commented that line, and then we have to also do the same thing with the host manager context file. So I will just copy the command to modify that, and basically I'm just going to comment the same line. It's just the same file located in different locations. So I just comment the same lines, and then the next thing that I will do is to create the system the system D-unit file for the Tomcat service. So for that, I will use this command that I'm about to copy and paste, and the service file configuration, I have it already, so I will just copy it and paste in there. And the file basically defines parameters for the Tomcat service. There should be OPT, and this one should be OPT. So what you put here depends on the location where you put your Tomcat files. So I put mine under /opt. That's why I have to modify this file to point to that directory. And the startup.sh is a script which is in the bin directory in the Tomcat folder, and likewise the shutdown.sh, and those two scripts are responsible for starting and stopping the Tomcat service. And the Java home basically points to the directory where Java got installed, so that this unit file is able to read that directory and use it to run the Tomcat service. And SE Linux is gonna stop the Tomcat service from starting, so we disable it, and we make sure that it doesn't. We also disable it in the config file, so that it doesn't restart at a system reboot, after a system reboot. So if I cut the file now, the config file for SE Linux, SE Linux is now disabled. So even if we reboot our system, it's not going to restart. And then each time you create a new system D file or modify a system D file, you reload the daemon, and then you start and enable the service that you just created. So with systemctl enabled now Tomcat, and systemctl status Tomcat. Okay, so our Tomcat service is up and running. So we can access it using the IP address of our server. So if I copy that IP address and I'm just gonna paste it in here, 8080 is the default port, and that is not working because the firewall is blocking the traffic. So we need to open port 8080 firewall cmd permanent add port equals 8080 TCP. Okay, that was a success. So let's try to access our Tomcat again. Reload systemctl status Tomcat. Okay, Tomcat is running. Firewall cmd list r. Okay, port 8080 is open. Okay, so our Tomcat service has loaded. So I'm just gonna log in to our server with the manager GUI user that we set up. Alright, so this is our Tomcat server, and in the next video I'm gonna be showing you how to actually build and deploy a web application in this server. So if you want to see me do that, please do subscribe to my channel, like and comment. Have a good day.